For Corundumcore to bring us via all songs.
Opa, vai começar.
All right. Hi there. So, I'm Corundumcore, and this is Via All Songs. Couch, introduce yourselves.
This is, wow. This is Scott. I'm Kimmy.
I'm Witch's Hex.
I'm Fluff27.
And so I'm not going to be able to talk for the first 5 or 6 minutes of the run. So I'm going to try and say as much as I can in the loading screen and opening cutscene. Time's going to start after the opening cutscene, and I'll give you a 5-second countdown. Sound good, Prolix?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's do it. So, this is Fia All Songs. Fia is an atmospheric platformer developed by Zoink Games in February of 2018. The main theme of the game is interacting with the world around you through song, and our main character, Fia, is really good about that because she can imitate the other
Beleza,
creatures.
esse é o Fé, né?
Progress through the game,
E a categoria é os songs, então ele vai pegar as coisas necessárias para chegar no final e além disso ele vai pegar todas as músicas dos animais.
3, 2, 1, go.
So right away here, we're gonna encounter our first.
Logo no início aí ele vai escalar uma montanha para poder pegar o cristal da escalada. Esse cristal ele vai liberar a habilidade de escalar. E antes de pegar de fato a habilidade, ele ainda vai pegar um cristal da próxima habilidade, que seria o voo. No caso, ele tem que pegar todos os cristais da habilidade e ir para um local no mapa para poder desbloquear.
So we're going to take a little bit of an easier route. There's a way we can do it through the back of the log as well, but this is a little bit more safe.
Yeah, it saves 2 seconds.
So now we're going to see our first encounter with a creature in this game. It's a flower. So we got to adjust our pitch to match theirs. What that happens is now because we became a friend with this flower, it'll now help us out.
So here we're coming up on one of our first skips of the game. So we're supposed to go do the same thing with that baby deer over there.
Esse jogo é muito bonito, velho.
So instead of that, we are going to come over here, and we are going to make a very precise jump up here, and then we are going to hit that tree. That tree actually, this is very hard and might take a few tries. This tree actually sways slightly if you look very closely. So you can use that to get up here. So that's the first part of this trick. The second part involves jumping off the corner here to get a second jump. Again, this is a very tough jump, but if you can jump off the corner, you can get a double jump up there and get into the next area.
You kind of slide down the corner collision and you can kind of just catch.
Momento Bethesda, tentando escalar o que não era para ser escalado.
All right, so coming up here is the sort of hub area. We'll be coming back here a few times throughout the game. This is where we trade in the crystals that we collect for new movement abilities. And this is the Great Deku Tree. Is it a mouth?
E aí, coisa que eu falei é que ele vai liberar a primeira habilidade. Com essa habilidade ele vai poder escalar as árvores.
This first crystal that we're going to be turning in is getting us the climb ability, which will let us climb trees. And then after that, we'll be moving on to get some other early crystals. So we've got a bit of unskippable cutscene for us. So Prolix, what you got?
Okay, could you help me with the name on this one? Is it Basque or Bazake?
That is Bazk.
Esse cara ainda fazer isso de montar no cavalo.
$50 saying, hey Corundum, Bazk and Evie here with our obligatory friends and family donation. Now off to bed, we have work. Donation to Runner's Choice, unless it's to play foosball at 2 a.m.
Oh man, that's probably going to be saving the animals. Imagine donating money to cut content.
This message brought to you by the Animals Gang. All right, so now we have the climb ability. So here we're going to be actually picking up the crystal.
Agora ele vai começar a pegar os cristais, terminar de pegar os cristais, né? Já pegou o primeiro do voo. O voo é a habilidade principal de mobilidade durante o Shadowrun. Ele vai usar, quando ele liberar, ele vai praticamente passar o tempo todo voando.
And most of the
Escalando e
surfaces that you
voando.
can see,
O ano todo.
you can also jump off of. They have collision on them. And as a matter of fact, the collision maps to the visuals of the surface perfectly. So there's lots of surfaces that we can get on that we're not really supposed to.
Mais alguns momentos do Bethesda.
Kind of tricky to stay on. Right here, we're going to try to get up this corner here. Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Very good, very good. And then we're going to be getting across this tree, which Corundumcore makes it look extremely not.
Acredito que vá pro YouTube e vai ter VOD na Twitch.
10-second save right there. Easy every time.
Easy every time.
Hey, remember that hard jump? Oh, wow. First try.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
We'll be seeing that rock again.
So we will.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't get stopped by the cutscene though. That's fine.
Pegou todos os
If
cristais.
you're in the air when a cutscene starts, then you can.
Vai pro meio agora pra liberar de novo a habilidade.
To more effect a little bit later on. This is the last ability we're going to be getting, the glide ability. We might be picking up another crystal.
E agora com o Climb e o Fly,
Okay.
ele vai ficar...
But,
O Glide, eu acho.
We got time for, like,
Ele vai ficar pegando as músicas dos animais.
Here's a $20 from Emerald Alley.
Sim, se não me engano, o jogo é de 2018.
Corundumcore for getting to the big stage of AGDQ. Enjoy it, buddy. There's nothing quite like it. Best of luck to you.
Ele é recente, sim.
Congrats too to Zoink Games for getting their gorgeous game to the big stage as well. Couldn't be happier to see this happen.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ali.
Comparado à maioria dos jogos daqui, ele é bem novo, mas...
Whenever we start a glide, so the fastest way for us to move is going to be just doing short hops along the ground and gliding as we start coming down. The gliding mechanics in this game are very, very complex, and we're going to be using them in a lot of different ways to get certain jumps. We don't have the time to go into all of them, but I'll try and bring them up when we actually get to things. So right now we're actually going to be heading to the first main quest area, and that is the bird area.
So there are 5 quests throughout this game that we're going to be doing, and each one has an associated voice with it. Oh, right, that jump is because we did deer skip. Don't worry about it. It's easy every time.
Andou Bethesda ali.
So there are 5 quests that we have to do. There is bird, deer, lizard, wolf, and jellyfish. And then there is also the song we start with, Fia's song, which makes for a total of 6 songs that we're going to be collecting.
So this is our first encounter with the main antagonists, which are the silent ones. So like I said earlier, the main theme of this game is interacting with the world around you through song. The silent ones don't really play that way. Instead, they have this kind of eye laser beam that captures other creatures. And, oh wow, I'm doing a really bad job of this pairing. And they capture creatures and use them either as power sources or kind of like minions. It's really not okay. That's why they're the antagonists. Unfortunately, this baby deer that we're going to see up here is going to show us what happens when you get captured by a silent one.
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, look at that happy baby deer.
Oh yeah, nothing bad is going to happen.
Maybe they're friends.
They're not friends.
Oh.
Oh.
At least you'll rescue the baby deer, right?
Hey, where's my reminder?
Tá, agora vai ter mais uma mecânica, né? Que ele vai chamar esses pássaros. E com esses pássaros ele vai poder pegar uma bolinha amarela dentro de uma flor para poder destruir aquele casulo que ficou em volta do animal que foi atacado.
We can make friends with it at any time. This is also as good a time as any to talk about the different levels of voice. So every species has a plant and then 3 levels of the animal for that species. There is the babies, which can be, you can pair with the babies using any voice, including Fia's voice. And
Aí,
then those
essa
babies,
bolinha amarela
they
aí.
will be your friends and they will help you usually with the plant associated with that species.
Mas ainda
There's
não.
also the adult version of the
Deve
species.
ter uns parkour ainda.
You need the voice of the species in order to pair with the adult version. So in order to pair with an adult bird, we need the bird voice. The adults of each species generally work like fast travel, and we will be using a couple of them throughout the run. And then the 3rd level is the mommy or god of that species. And after doing a song quest for it, it will teach us the voice of that species. And then we will have it forever.
All right, so coming up here, this is a baby bird that's helping us out with that green seed plant so that we can free this adult bird to get through here. And now we are actually going to see Bird Mom right in front of us. Bird Mom is very protective of her eggs, and the silent one.
E aí ali tá o primeiro animal que ele vai ajudar. Os grandes, no caso.
So if you notice, we did skip
Que é o que
being
tava
bird
brigando com os
earlier and
bichinhos.
went over it. We'll see what happens with that later.
Yeah, that's going to give us a pretty cool visual glitch.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to try and capture Bird Mom. We're going to free
E
her immediately.
temos uma raid do Papa Smurf Twitch. Muito obrigado, Papa Smurf, pela raid. Sejam bem-vindos quem tá vindo com a raid do Papa Smurf. Aqui a gente tá rolando a Games Done Quick. Não sei se vocês conhecem, é uma maratona de speedruns que vai de 6 a 13 de janeiro. E esse aí é o speedrun do jogo Fé, na categoria All Songs.
So, unfortunately, the patterns for these silent ones is a little non-deterministic. We can influence them a little bit, but a lot of the times we're just kind of winging it. So hopefully we get good cycles here. All right, we actually got this one to run over pretty quickly, so that's good.
Sometimes that guy can just like hang out on the corner for a while and just waste time.
He's just having some water cooler talk, you know? Just the day job.
I forgot to shout out the water cooler silent ones.
Yeah. So we're going to jump right up here as soon as he drops the egg.
993 centavos. Exatamente.
And sneak back here.
So by breaking line of sight immediately on the edge of that little box, you can stay safe even from grabbing it literally right from under his nose. Then here there's a silent one on the floor who's giving us.
Ele vai pegar essas bolinhas verdes aí e levar até aquele bicho que tá sendo atacado.
This little river here. Have a nice little swim. And hey, Corundumcore, I think this egg is empty.
Why do you think it's empty?
I just think it's empty.
Yeet.
I didn't run that joke by anyone.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Don't worry, the eggs are really bouncy, so we can just Kobe them across the stage, and it's no big deal.
So we threw the egg from that position so that we could actually get that silent one moving a little bit early. Now we are going to make this short little jump to skip a little bit of a climbing around the stairs, and we're making our way around to follow this silent one.
Which the silent one is going to tell us a very important life lesson here in a sec. Don't go into caves without checking what's in them first. Because you might run into a beast and get mauled.
Yeah. Don't run into random caves because you might get mauled by a bear. Life lessons with Fia.
Já pegou a segunda bolinha e vai fazer a mesma coisa que fez com a outra. Vai jogar pro bichão. Não lembro quantas são, se são 2 ou 3. Mas é um pouco mais rápido e dá pra ficar arrumando pro lado pro outro.
Then we're going to throw the egg over to Bird Mom.
Did you know that you can summon a guiding bird wherever you are?
Yes, you can do that. Thanks, Pia. We've totally done that like multiple times at this point. All right, so now we're on our way to the final.
Yeah, acho que falta mais uma ainda.
So we're going pretty fast here because we did pick up glide early. So it's allowing us to kind of beat the silent ones to their pedestals.
Yeah, so normally, because we were able to grab all of those crystals early, we have the glide ability in this area. You're not supposed to have the glide ability until after you've already completed the bird voice. So that's going to allow us to do a couple pretty big skips within the next few minutes.
That section Noah scares me. I'm always worried that they're going to see you. But it's fine. It's never happened.
It has to me.
It might have happened to me once. Maybe.
All right, so we're going to throw this egg at Bird Mom right here, which is going to start the cutscene. And now...
Eat the voice! Eat the voice! Eat the voice! Eat the voice! Eat, yay!
Pegou a primeira música.
So we've now collected our first voice of the game. We've got the bird voice. This means that we no longer need the little baby bird summon, because now we've got the bird voice too that we can use.
Hope you're not tired of that.
There's only 4 more.
Exactly.
So remember that bird that we didn't free?
Na speedrun N% normalmente ele não faria isso, mas como é All Songs, ele vai ainda pegar a música de mais outros animais.
Made itself get free, so it doesn't look like any of the other birds in the run.
Yeah, fun little unique thing.
It's also mad at us.
So now we're just going to be heading
Sim, eles
back
falaram
to the
isso.
hub world and then heading on to the deer area because the next quest is the deer voice. We just need to make some precise jumps. Very good. Corundumcore makes these look really easy.
Hey, first try.
Those are a lot harder than they look to make it onto those platforms. Very nice.
Should I go for the cutscene skip?
Yeah.
Hey, we got it.
Nice.
So we just skipped
Sim, a
a little
mecânica de climb é
cutscene that
muito
showed us that
nice.
there are other fox-like creatures in the world like Fia. We're supposed to not be able to keep up with that fox because it also has the ability to glide, but we just kind of run right past it if we had ended up triggering the cutscene. All right, so this is the hub area, and now we're heading over to the deer area, and we're going to be doing a couple jumps on that rock that gave us a little bit of trouble for the 4th and 5th crystals, but it's way easier now that we have glide.
He says that, yeah.
Allegedly.
I find it easier.
The glide setup is arguably more difficult than the not glide setup.
A deer was blocking my view. I was really afraid I was going to fall over like I've done in a couple marathons before.
That too
Don't worry
close.
about it, it's fine. This never happens.
All right, so now we're making our way to the deer area. Over to our right, we're going to see a very, very large animal.
Isso é meio que planar, né?
As soon as
Porque tem
we're on.
duas. Tem a planar e tem uma que ele dá um voo pra frente.
There we
Essa é
go.
planar.
So that's Deer God. We call him Deer God because Deer God, that's a big deer.
Sim.
Yes, I think my
É
jokes
só
are
de
funny.
planar, mas
Deer
é
God is
bem
currently
eficiente
being captured by the
esse
silent
planar,
ones.
velho.
Rose.
So, the silent ones are
Nessa run, ele não, se não me engano, ele não pega a outra mecânica. Aqui ele dá um dash pra frente.
Sort of grabbing onto Deer God. So we're going to be freeing the 3 forest keepers, and then we can climb up the trees on the side of Deer God's body to get to Deer God's face, and then learn the deer voice. So there is a skip here, which is tricky, but Corundumcore is going to go for it, and it looks really cool if done right. It's a climb skip. So after we break the 3rd forest keeper, Deer God is going to rear up her front legs and then slam them down. And if we make some very, very precise glide boosts coming off of the 3rd forest keeper, then we can like catch Deer God as she's landing with her front legs, and then we can skip a large
E agora
portion
ele
of the
vai
climb
soltar
up.
esse bicho aí.
Otherwise, we would have to like get to her back leg and then climb all the way up. So it's very precise, and it's coming up pretty soon. We just need to free one more forest keeper
Ooh.
here.
And it's worth noting that you only get one chance at that.
Ahn,
You mess it up and you
eu
gotta
acho
do
que
it
o problema não é nem
I mean,
perder
if
muito
you
tempo,
fail,
porque eu acho que ele não vai salvar muito.
Also, if Blake falls completely and misses
Porque ele realmente é muito, são muitos
down
cristais que
the
você tem que
forest
pegar
floor,
no dash.
Yeah, so if you really like
Acho que é uns,
charity,
tipo, uns 10
you're
minutos
hoping for
por
me to
aí.
fail here?
Someone go bump his controller.
Ah, mais talvez.
Please.
E como você pode ver, ele tá indo tipo um lugar meio perto um do outro.
Maybe like 2 or 3 donations?
All right, sure thing. How would you like a little ditty about Jack and Cyan? We've got a $5 donation that says, "Hey, bud, it's your friends from down south. We're super duper proud to see you
Pai,
finally
não sei
hit
que
the
diabo
big
esse
time.
bicho não,
Dreams
velho.
come true, right? We love you and we hope
O
to
bicho
see you
voa,
soon.
escala.
Hit the buttons fast, sweet dude.
Esse evento não é um evento com
Thanks,
premiação, ele é um evento beneficente. Então
Also, a quick one here,
é,
$25
ninguém
from
tá
Trash.
recebendo nada.
Hey,
Só
party
estão
people on the
arrecadando
couches,
dinheiro
let me see your
para,
fluffy friends.
no caso, a Prevent Cancer Foundation, que é uma
Alright, so now we're gonna need some serious time here. for
uma
him to
organização não governamental com o intuito de
Happening right here.
parar o câncer antes dele começar, né?
Don't choke.
Prevenção.
Oh, I think I might have missed it.
Pode ser aqueles esquilos voadores lá.
Nice.
Agora é o momento Shadow of the Colossus, pra quem assistiu a run,
That is really tricky. Those glide boosts are very
subindo no corpo
And
do
if you
bicho.
hit a double jump, it can potentially make you lose even more time to get that window of opportunity.
Yeah, normal double jumps, which are like a 1 or 2 frame window, are really nice, but they also halt your momentum a little bit. So if you get too many of them in a skip, it can.
E pronto.
Eat the
Interagiu
voice.
com
Eat the
o
voice.
bicho aí.
Eat the voice. Eat the voice. Eat the voice.
Dear God's mouth is on his forehead.
Can't unsee.
Can't unsee.
Oh man.
Eita,
All right, so
voz.
now we are heading over
Muito bom.
to the lizard area.
Lizzie boys.
So, something worth noting is that if you've ever played this game casually, what's going to happen here is going to be the most different from your casual playthrough. So in just a second, we're going to get a little sneak preview of Lizard God, who will be coming up like right around the corner in a second.
Yep, as soon as we're getting over to this bridge here.
Now, normally you're supposed to go back through the hub, back through the deer area, etc., etc. But you can actually do a very, very long
Agora
ride,
os
across
lagartos.
to
Diz o jogo que são
skip a
lagartos.
bunch of backtracking and whatnot.
So we're skipping going to the hub and then back to
Se vocês
the area
acreditam ou
and then
não.
through a very long area called the Marsh. So this is called Marsh 1 skip. We discovered this probably, I think,
Sim, chapa,
3 weeks
teve
after the game
mais
came out.
cedo. Foi logo antes da stream de God of War.
So it's a really, really nice skip.
Yeah, it's bringing us into an area that we wouldn't normally encounter until post-game. So we're not really supposed to be here right now.
But we can use this area to get in through the
Sim, a
back
ambientação
of
desse jogo é
this
muito
area.
boa, velho.
So that's pretty handy.
É um jogo muito bonito,
So
velho.
something to note is that if Corundum falls, he will get eaten by a big fish, and we generally want to avoid being eaten by a big fish. You also need a little more height.
A gente tá online desde 12h30 de ontem.
Than you may think, because there is
A agenda é só exclamação agenda.
wall.
We got over it, though. We're good.
Something getting over it joke. I'm funny.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Do you regret having me on couch yet?
Not at all. This is great. Those are the exact type of low-effort jokes that you get on all of my streams, so you're like really pushing the brand here.
Thank you. We like to keep it consistent.
All right, so now we're heading up to the second teleportation pad. So we're breaking some teleportation pads because they're blocking the way for the Lizzie boys to get to their parents. Oh yeah, I should mention, so there was a Twitter poll in September that Zoink did to name a lot of the creatures in the world. One of them being the little baby lizards that you've seen are canonically called the Lizzie boys.
Lizzie boy.
The Lizzie boys are the best.
So good.
So we've got to make sure that the Lizzie boys get to their parents.
So remember that life lesson that we were taught by the Silent One? Yeah, we're ignoring that.
Yeah, we're just running straight into a bear cave. Except the baby bears are really cute. Don't try this at home. Don't do this in real life. But we're gonna run over to some bear cubs and make friends with them.
Now, we don't actually get to gain their voice in this game.
Relaxa, Kenpachi. Fica livre pra perguntar qualquer
Hopefully
coisa.
it happens.
But we are going to pair with them so they can help us break open these barriers here, because we don't have any seeds with us.
Did you say barriers?
Thanks. It's terrible.
Yep.
Nesse momento aí ele vai puxar esses amiguinhos aí pra eles destruírem essas barreiras.
All right, get those pun donations in. We've started.
Nice
Oh, nice
bonk.
bonk. So these little guys can be a little bit uncooperative, so we just kind of yell at them with the bird voice because it's the least abrasive to your ears.
This section can get a little bit hairy if you're not careful.
Maybe we could get the social media people up here for the Twitter feed. This is a real Kodiak moment.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Frolik.
I really think
man.
that the audience
I regret nothing.
is going to be a bit polarized on this one.
Yes. All right. So we've got one more teleportation
Sim,
path that we
não é
need to get
muito
to.
conhecido, apesar que eles têm bastante.
All right. Yeah, we're going
Run,
fast.
Like we'd ever say no.
Inclusive, dois runners daqui do Brasil vão correr lá na AGDQ, que são o Luiz Miguel e o Madu, na Relay de Mega Man X,
So that helps us save some
Mega Man
seconds
X,
because we're on
X1,
a land
X2,
bridge.
X1, X2, X3. Meu Deus.
Look at him.
They're
Just
so
ditch 'em.
cute.
Difícil.
But freeing the lizard flowers can take a little bit of time, so we're going to ignore.
Ambos vão
freeing
correr de X3, no
3
caso.
different lizard flowers. I don't know. I haven't done this since I played the game casually. Now we're trying a thing called ice slide skip.
There
First
we go.
try.
First try.
But now that we're up here and we didn't free that lizard flower, the Lizzie boys can't follow us. So we're going to take an intentional death on this giant fish right here.
Go.
Opa.
We also don't get to pair with them ever. This is the one creature that
Vixe,
we never pair
morreu.
with at all in any form.
Yes.
Só era
Now,
aí.
as we spawn up here, so will the Lizzie boys.
Look at them all.
Hey, if they merchandise, do you think they would sell Lizzie toys?
É a única morte tradicional da run, se não me engano.
Boys.
So he's going for a very tricky skip here.
Oh wait, I
Na
wasn't.
verdade eu sei que realmente é a única, mas se rolar outra eu finjo que não.
But hey, you made it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we didn't lose like a minute there.
Yeah, that trick's easy every time and totally not risky at all.
Yay me.
Otherwise, he would have taken another death there and go back to the.
Não, não.
where we picked
Foi
up
só uma morte tradicional mesmo.
All right. So here's where we're actually gliding through a cutscene because we never touched the ground.
O jogo ele não tem muito glitch nem nada do tipo, só aqueles coisas que vocês viram previamente daquelas escaladas meio Bethesda, tá ligado? Que você não é pra você escalar, mas você consegue escalar. Mais aquelas coisas. De resto não tem muita coisa.
Eat the voice. Eat the voice. Eat the voice. Eat the voice. Eat the voice.
Pegou do lagarto.
Easy every
Isso é
time.
claramente um lagarto. Não sei se vocês estão pensando que isso não é um lagarto.
Okay, so now we are heading to the wolf area. So, like I said before, we skipped the marsh going in. We're also going to skip the marsh going out. I actually found this trick in the practice room of SGDQ. Ends up saving about 4 minutes. Shout outs to the
Meu
different
Deus.
prime runners who were sitting next to me when I discovered it. And I got world record by 1 second and popped off, and they had no idea what was going on, but they popped off with me, so thank you.
Oh man. So the Marsh 2 skip had been theorized for a while, but we couldn't find a good setup to do it. There's a tricky bit coming up with an invisible wall, and we couldn't find a way around it until eventually we did.
Yeah.
That's the crystal that Corundumcore could have gotten, but he decided not to, which makes me a little bit sad.
Ali tinha um cristal, mas como eu falei, ele não vai mais pegar nenhuma habilidade, então ele não vai nem se portar.
So you're gonna
Vai
see
direto
kind of
pro
like a hole in the
pro
wall
próximo
that
animal.
looks like you should be able to glide through if you have enough height, but there's actually an invisible wall that just kind of shoves us down if we get anywhere close to it. So what I found is there's one particular rock right here, if I can get onto it.
São umas 4 ou 5, hein?
Over here and just skip the invisible wall. And now we are in the upper marsh area.
Yes. This area doesn't really have very many enemies or many puzzles because it's supposed to be a post-game
Umas
area,
4 ou
like
7
this.
por aí.
And also, if you fall, it's really, really bad, but that like never happens.
Yeah, so thanks for jinxing me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So
It's okay, we're good.
over on our left,
Ivan vai ter uma run muito nice esse ano também. Vai ser a run de Férias Frustradas do Pica-Pau. Esse é realmente o nome do jogo. O jogo é BR, vai ser muito nice. Jogaço. Eu não corro isso não, velho. Eu aprendi um pouco aqui pra poder até dar um comentário pra vocês, porque nunca tinha visto pra ser. Dark Souls já teve outras GDQs, não sei se vai ter nessa.
Now we're going back through the bird area, and we have a little bit of time for donations before we reach the Wolf Mountain.
All right, I've got a few here I think you'll want to
Não, mesmo número de dias. É uma semana. Qualquer jogo que vocês queiram ver, vocês podem ir aí, né, que já clicaram aí da agenda e olhar, tem o horário já convertido para o Brasil, então pode ficar tranquilo. Ou para onde você estiver, caso você não esteja no Brasil. Já está convertido.
Go Tiger, burning bright.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Faz glitchless de mineirinho deve ser muito possível, velho.
From Pitsy with what I'm hoping is an inside joke, so maybe you can enlighten us. You're here. Glad you made it on time and you weren't stuck doing Windows updates. This will be the 3rd GDQ I've donated to, and I'm excited to support an old friend in the process. Good luck on the run. Incentive to runner's choice.
Thanks, Pitsy.
We're not going to talk about Windows Update.
Okay.
Tá.
I can just
E de agora já tá chegando no próximo.
So this is Ice Mountain.
It's the coolest area in the game.
I hate you. No, I don't. I love you. So,
Que é. Eu não
there's a
lembro
few
qual que é, pra
mushroom
ser
wall
sincero.
plants that are here in Ice Mountain that we want to skip past. Normally, we would have to pair with some wolves and then have them open up. But we don't want to do that, so we're going to skip it. Normally, there was a skip called Mushroom 1 skip, and then a skip called Mushroom 2 skip, and then we found a way to skip both of those, and we called it Mushroom 1 and 2 skip.
O nome desse jogo é Fé.
Things, if you haven't noticed.
So we're going to run off this ice spike and then glide right across here.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to pull a plof and miss it.
Não vai ser 1 hora não, cara. Vai ser menos. Acredito eu. Esse jogo eles têm um wishlist só pra eles não baterem. Então eles fazem. Pra caso botam 1 hora pra caso der errado. Não ter.
He's right though. It was bad. I don't even want to talk about it.
All right. So now we're doing Mushroom 3.
Pra quem perguntou, eu acho que a Bright vai ser durante o carnaval, não é isso? Esse Fé não é sigla não, jovem. Ele é pra PC, acho que PS4. Deixa eu olhar aqui.
We did it. All right, so now we're coming to the most RNG part of the run, so I'm going to stop talking for a little bit, because if I talk, I'm just going to be sad.
Tem no Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Ele é um jogo novo.
It's very RNG manipulative, but we can't, well, not manipulative, I guess, because we can't really do anything about it. The dogs here are going to spawn, and hopefully in a good pattern, but...
Yep, that was not one.
That was not one. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to now grab the tails off of these dogs to grab their orbs. Their orbs are helpful for us because we have 4 diamonds statues here that we need to break in order to get through this barrier.
Tá, nessa parte aí ele vai pegar as bolinhas no rabo desses bichos. Então ele vai tentar pegar assim os bichos tá fugindo.
Which is obviously not a good time.
Yeah, there's like 3 different ways that the orbs can do weird stuff.
Cara, não tem mais ali em cima na esquerda. Tem o os comentaristas da run brasileira e no meio, embaixo da gameplay, na esquerda tem o do runner que tá lá no evento. É só você procurar na Twitch por aquele nome ali do runner, por exemplo, que você já acha o...
This isn't even the worst wolf cave you've had in a marathon while I've commentated.
That's true. We've had some real bad ones. Oh, please? There we go. This might be a bad time. Okay, we're good.
Ó o bicho trollando, velho.
Alright, so this is the last diamond, I think. I think I could count to 4.
Yep.
Alright, we're good. Hey. So there's another route that we're currently working on for the All Songs category called the Air Dash route, that the entire reason that we've made this route is to skip this room because it can just be so RNG heavy.
What it allows us
Vai
to do
liberar o
is look
bichão.
at the roof, which is always fun.
All right, so now we're in the actual wolf quest. Like, none of this was actually necessary. That's why we're able to skip it with the Air Dash route. We're finally at the voice quest. So we've got to get these wolf pups over to their mom because it's bedtime. It's like, what, 2 in the morning right now? Go to bed, little kids.
Please keep watching.
Please keep watching.
And donating.
Yeah. Look at these cute little guys. Look at their little tail wag.
They're so round. They're so good.
So, Rose thinks that these little guys look like pigs.
Okay.
I don't agree.
I'm ready to justify this.
Okay.
So objectively, they're wolves, but they're round and just the way their snouts look, I just think they look like pigs. So I call them pigs from time to time. And pigs.
Ele tá se comunicando com os animais.
It's true. Didn't we agree to compromise and call them boars?
Yes.
Yeah.
The compromise.
É uma das mecânicas do jogo.
And now we've got the
E agora
here.
So this is Wolf Mom. We had to free her in order to
Não me engano, ele vai falar com o
pair with
outro
her
ali.
to actually get Wolf Voice, but with the air dash route, we just skip right past this area.
Yeah, the reason why
Hey,
it'd be nice to be able to skip these guys is because the
Hey, buddy.
mushroom.
You wanna?
You want to get on the flower, friendo?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
E o
It's
bicho
hard
não tava
to
querendo
see
vir.
behind you. I
Agora vem.
understand.
But these wolves here allow us to open up mushroom walls, and if we can skip the entire wolf area, that's why we find that they're not
Eat the
necessary.
voice. Eat
Vai
the
pegar
voice. Eat the
a
voice.
música desse bicho.
Eat the voice.
Esse eu sinceramente não sei que bicho é isso.
He is gonna eat so many voices.
Yep.
Big tasty voices.
We've only got one more to munch on, though. All right, so now we are making our way to back to the hub area to get the final voice, which is.
Ah, é, acho que são os lobos mesmo.
So we can
É
go
porco
past-
lobo.
with the wolf voice, we can go past these mushroom
Porque o lobo
walls.
o jogo diz que é lobo, mas isso aí não é um lobo não.
I'm going to do the risky strat because this is actually a pretty good time.
Ooh.
This might be a PB. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Actually, I don't know. After that wolf cave, maybe not.
Porco lobo, pode ser também.
All right, so now we're going to actually do our first pairing with an adult creature in the game, which is with this adult wolf right here, and you're going to see why.
If they cooperate.
Let's see. There we go.
Meu Deus.
So the adult wolves move
Pior
faster
que parece
than
mesmo,
they
velho.
also run
É uma
up
mistura de
ice
muita coisa
that
que deu
we
errado.
skipped earlier on, which makes it a lot easier to get through this area quickly.
Not to mention the sequence
Realmente
is
pra
really
mim
cool.
parece, pelo menos o glide
Oh, yeah,
parece
so I
com o
should
de
probably-
Spyro um pouco.
Explain what's going on here. I'm tapping the
De resto não muito.
button so that I can sing
Opa.
with the wolf voice. If not, this entire area would be completely
Transmissão
dark.
parece dar uma
You actually
lagada
have to sing
de
to
leves.
light up the area.
Yeah. Although there's a fun little glitch where if you just open the map, the shader lets you see anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, that's slower.
Yeah. If you're
Não cheguei a jogar de PS2.
words.
So, we are now at the tutorial area that we were at the beginning of the game. This is where we're actually supposed to grab those 2 crystals that we got at the beginning of the run. We're also supposed to do this really cool hide and
Eu acho que ainda
seek
tem mais um animal,
the
pelo
other
menos,
foxes, but
pra ele
spoiler
pegar.
alert, the silent ones are currently capturing the Great Deku Tree in the hub area, and if we do the hide and seek thing with the other foxes, we're actually going to send them straight into
Sei
the
que pode chamar
ambush,
aquilo de
which
animal,
wastes
velho,
time.
pra ser
So, in
sincero.
order to save our family and save the frames, we're going to ignore the hide and seek game. Hey, this bird actually decided to cooperate.
Yeah, today in practice, she just didn't want to come to the perch. She was just flying around, having a good time.
Ah, eu acho que eu
We're
sei
doing
qual
this so
é.
that we can skip the forest
Esse
keeper that we
Spyro,
paired with
aquela
at the beginning of the
coisa.
game, so that we can completely
Só
avoid the
digitar
ambush.
exclamação
That is
agenda.
a really bad angle. Let's
É,
see if we
é
can
o
get this.
que ele
We're gonna be trying
pretende.
to glide over to
Ele
this
tá
tree.
com um
If we
tempo
can't get
até
it,
razoável
back
pra
up.
fazer isso.
Rather not do it.
Oh,
Hey,
you
we
got
got
it.
The backup is tricky and risky, so it's good to get that.
Oi, essa é a live da retransmissão brasileira da AGDQ.
So that's supposed to be the same baby deer that we
AGDQ que é um evento de speedrun. Uma maratona de speedrun.
Because we did baby deer skip, that model is still just kind of sitting there chilling.
E aí, no
Now
caso,
we're
essa
gonna jump
speedrun
onto this rock,
do jogo Fé, na categoria All Songs.
make it. Yep, there we go. And now we're going to do a quick cutscene skip by jumping onto this rock. We just completely avoided the ambush, and so now we're in the hub area again, and we're going to pair with these forest keepers.
Se
Just took a few seconds there too, because
speedrun é tentar terminar o jogo o mais rápido possível dentro das regras estipuladas. Nesse caso, ele tem que coletar todas as músicas do jogo e zerar o jogo. Então eles estão fazendo uma maratona com diversos speedrunners, são pessoas que fazem speedrun, para arrecadar dinheiro para Prevent Cancer Foundation. A Prevent Cancer Foundation é uma organização governamental que trabalha com prevenção e pesquisa de câncer. É basicamente isso num resumo. São diversos jogos de agora, mas sim, pode ser quase qualquer jogo pode ter speedrun no caso.
Yeah,
Easy every time.
Já rolou aqui, jogo que você provavelmente já conhece, assim, já rolou Bomberman, Mario Kart, God of War, Shadow of the Colossus, não tô lembrando os outros. E vai rolar muitos mais jogos ainda, porque estamos só no primeiro dia, tecnicamente estamos no segundo. Sim, Resident Evil vai ser amanhã de madrugada. Resident Evil e Silent Hill. Rolou Metal Gear Solid 2 também.
Eat the voice! Eat the voice! And that was the last voice we are going to eat.
Yep.
So now we're gonna be. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry. This whole thing is gonna go full circle. Don't worry.
Inclusive o Resident Evil
Alright, so we're going to go to
é o
the
primeiro,
final area now.
o cara pretende zerar em 45 minutos.
So this is why they're called Bumpaloons.
Não tem premiação. Todo o dinheiro arrecadado vai todo para Present Cancer Foundation, para arrecadar o dinheiro para prevenção de câncer e outras coisas. Os comentaristas do evento lá são americanos porque o evento está acontecendo nos Estados Unidos. Mas a gente está fazendo uma retransmissão, a stream está rolando paralela a essa, e a gente está fazendo o comentário em português para vocês. Não. Só a retransmissão, no caso eu. Tô aqui comentando em português. Espero que tenha dado para entender. Sim, é oficial.
Anyway, so here you may notice that the silent runs are just ignoring us.
Nice boost.
And not only that, but FIA doesn't really know how to react with occupying the same space as them. I think the devs just kind of assumed that you would not just try running into the silent ones at this point, but they're like in kind of a cutscene-esque state, so they don't actually have any ability to do anything to you.
We go fast and we fear nothing.
Sim, também ajudar essa causa,
We
né?
don't heal. Shout outs to that awesome Hollow Knight run that almost gave me a heart attack during the Radiance fight.
That was amazing. Corundumcore and I were just watching it, like dying.
Os que só foram jogados jogos até a run de Fel. Não sei se vai ter Banjo-Kazooie,
That right here.
mas se tiver a run de Banjo-Kazooie não foi jogado ainda não.
And I don't know any of them. I just YOLO it every time.
All right, so now we're getting into the final. So, as
É
we
porque parte do layout é o layout da stream deles, que a gente tá fazendo a retransmissão,
glide boost,
e parte é o layout da stream da retransmissão em si.
all of the silent ones are kind of just looking at this giant floating rock. So we're just gonna kind of ignore what they're doing.
Iniciante speedrun depende, cara. Por exemplo, depende muito da speedrun que você vai fazer.
Voice sounds.
It's very good.
Mas eu recomendaria o Discord da comunidade, seria o mais indicado. Ou se você não tem muita ideia, pode ser o Discord da própria comunidade brasileira. Que você pode conversar com a galera daqui do Brasil que já faz, que tem uma galera muito boa fazendo speedrun, e começar a conhecer. É bem tranquilo, velho. Se quiser começar, fica à vontade, bem de boas. Meme Run, cara, férias frustradas de pica-pau é bem, sei lá.
So in case you can't tell, we've got a lot of friends from our college area behind us on the back couch. Shout out to
Sim. Do layout do relógio. Ali o relógio é o tempo da speedrun. E ali é os patrocinadores da stream oficial, no caso.
Also, shout outs to
Sim, geralmente tem um bloco só de run bem meme mesmo. Ano passado foi de
So this is Robot.
Mineirinho.
We completely glossed
Foi o
over
destaque dos.
It's fine.
Ah, esse tipo de meme run?
Robot is gonna kind of. Whoa, that was a weird bounce. All right, so Robot is.
Isso eu acho que não vai ter não, jovem.
Silent one,
Não-
who's going
não
to help
sei
us
te
open doors. We're gonna be going through. Supposed to be kind of like a collaborative puzzling section, but because we go fast, it's more of an escort mission. So we are on the
Sim, do ano
rotating
passado
level
teve
now.
Mineirinho. Inclusive o cara foi meio que com cosplay de mineirinho. Foi muito boa, velho. Aconselho a ver, procurar e ver ela.
That was a really weird bonk. Okay. Sometimes the physics in this game just doesn't agree with us. And we're also not supposed to be doing this, so that's fine. All right, so we're going to head over to this Forest Keeper and then run over really quickly to make the cycle that this rotating platform is going to be on. There we go. Did we get lucky? Yes, we did.
Nice.
There's a really weird collision on that rock, so sometimes you can just slide right off.
Já tá bem no final do jogo, se não me engano.
So that we could actually jump onto this tree, to jump over to this rock, to jump over to this tree. Now we've got to grab Robot's attention.
Being able to do the route like that lets you skip doing some other fiddliness. Otherwise, you'd have to do a little bit of backtracking to get all of those.
Mm-hmm. You'd also have to wait for another cycle on the rotating platforms.
The music in this game is so pretty.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The music is about to get really loud, but it's going to be really fantastic.
I'm not going to lie, I legit kind of cried when I first heard that track.
A lot of these jumps
Also,
with the geometry are really hard.
Hi, dear God.
Yeah.
Hi, dear God.
Hi, dear God.
Dear God, that's I didn't even say it right.
Yeah. Stop stealing my jokes.
At least steal the good jokes.
So we're coming into an area with our...
Wow.
Oh.
I'm
Called
so sorry.
out.
I'm so sorry. I think
Cara, a arma de Castlevania vai ser nice,
So
cara.
that was a pretty precise
Bote
jump
fé.
that he had to do there.
Castlevania geralmente é
It's
muito.
gonna allow us to skip going through this back cave area, and this is going to be our second rotating platform we are going to activate here.
Yeah, it expects us to go clockwise.
Olha, eu não manjo muito esse negócio de layout, mas deve ser pra manter o aspect ratio da stream deles. Mas eu posso estar errado, porque eu não manjo nada disso.
Do we got it? We got it.
Nice.
Easy every time. Didn't waste 15 seconds. Also, this pairing is bad.
Não sei
And
informar.
now it's good.
So now everything's going to get super shaky for us, which makes
Meio do ano talvez esteja, Ivan. Eu não sei informar que eu não tava aqui durante essa.
That shaky cam, those platforms are way harder to stay on than it actually looks, and so the shaky cam can make it really difficult.
So now we're going to lead
Pelo
our
visto,
robot friend
o
over here to
Smozinho
jump this
confirmou.
platform for us.
Não sei nem pronunciar seu nome, vai
After
falar.
this, we're gonna be trying to go as fast
Sim,
as
tá
possible
no
to
YouTube e na
get some
Twitch.
AI manipulation here, 'cause we were trying to get
talvez.
the robot to a certain point so that we can get it to skip a spot that it's on, because otherwise it'll take an extra like 10 seconds to wait for the robot to get to where we are.
All right, I think we're good so far. We've probably got time for maybe 1 or 2 donations.
All right, I've got a couple you'll want to hear. Yeah, here's Zephyrs with $25.
Ainda vai demorar pouquinho, pelo visto.
Everyone. Sorry I couldn't be there with you guys, but I'm really proud to see Fia
Exatamente.
at AGDQ, and
Sou eu.
appreciate the opportunity for our community to show off all our hard work and how beautiful and amazing this game truly is. Thank you again, and know I am there with you all in spirit. And
Yeah.
Strimmer, this is WR, right?
I was waiting for that.
Absolutely, every time.
Every time.
All right, we got the AI manip. Yeah, Zephyrs has
Deus,
put in
véi.
probably more work in finding skips for this game than anyone else, so thank you so much, Zephyrs.
I've just got $10 here from Buzzle, who says another obligatory
Comentando só essa run. O resto eu tava só de host, só meio que observando, lendo doação, conversando no chat.
Puzzle, I guess.
E vou comentar a próxima run também.
All right, so we can't make it over to this Forest Keeper. What are we going
Mas
to
tô
do?
aqui desde. Tô desde a run de God of War.
All right.
Umas 2 horas
What
só.
are we gonna do? You gasped early. The adult foxes were the silent
Tá
ones
chegando no
the
fim.
whole time.
Are you ready?
Feed the voice. 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 Yeah.
É o último hit The Voice do jogo, aparentemente.
Okay, so Zoink kept the ending to this game and really the entire story intentionally
sim, a gente reveza bastante até.
every player's interpretation, but I'll give you mine.
Por exemplo, depois da próxima run vai entrar mais um aqui no meu lugar. E eu não tô nem comentando há tanto tempo, então. Senão não tem como não, eu. Aí, o próximo é o mexicano, que vai entrar depois da run de Spike Hike. Quantas forem necessárias. Cara, vai ter run até domingo que vem, velho. Só que a próxima run é meio curta, velho. Vai ser meio hard de... Então, literalmente a run anterior foi Bomberman, cara. E antes dela foi God of War. Você só pegou um momento ruim pra você, aparentemente. Imperdível de hoje. Eu diria que seria todos os Castlevanias, porque eu gosto bastante. Mas, cara, acho que Symphony, com certeza. Ou Aria. O Aria também é muito nice. Não, Aria é melhor que Symphony porque vai ser 1 hora de run, então Aria, minha opinião.
And hi, dear God.
Yeah, hi, dear God. I highly recommend that you play through this game casually and kind of learn the story and do more of the actual
bem no
story
fim da
elements
run.
skipped over, because it's a really just gorgeous game. All right, here we go. Time is just about to be here. As soon as we lose control, we'll start going fast. All right, and
Que você pegou mais o período da madrugada, né, velho? Madrugada eles não colocam as runs mais famosas. E acabou o jogo, GG. O meu acaba meio de repente, mas é isso mesmo.
Shoutouts to everybody who's behind us right now, helping out and supporting me doing this run. If you watched my interview earlier, you'd know that being able to run at AGDQ is a huge, it's honestly a dream come true. So thank you everybody who's volunteering, on staff, donating, or just sitting in chat and watching. Thank you so much for supporting a great cause and helping people like me have the opportunity to greatly reduce their risk of cancer before they even get it. So thank you very much. Do y'all have any shout outs?
Don't forget the bird.
We're on a bird. I think we're good. Anybody else?
Shoutouts to like the fact we mentioned Speedruns Rochester, but like
Já acabou, só dando as despedidas mesmo.
Yeah, seriously.
Próxima run vai ser bem rápida também. Então, tipo, a próxima run vai ser rápido que eles vão demorar pra se despedir, pra ser bem.
What a wonderful run